Hello and welcome to FS19 New Mods. In this video we go through the new mods which have just been released in the Farming Simulator Mod Hub. I'm UK Gamer 828 and I'll be taking you on this first look mod review of these new FS19 mods. So let's go to the Mod Hub and see what we're looking at today. FS19 new mods today are the John Deere 2680H high performance disc by Custom Modding. Now that looks a nice proper bit of kit, 12.2 meters wide, needs 560 horsepower though, and you can work at 10 to 14 miles per hour, so that's pretty cool. And then we have the old fuel stations pack by MefiuFs, and that's something a little bit different. That's proper old school pumps. And then we have the Massey Ferguson 5700S by blauea, and 94 grand for that. A couple of different engine configurations, tyre configurations as well. And then we have a new low loader by Agrartechnik Nordeifel, and on this trailer you can stack square or round bales. And then we have a Slurry Slitter, and that's by 844 POWR and VirtualFarmers. Maximum working speed of 17 kilometers per hour, 12 meters wide. Cool. And then we have the tool height control for the harvester by DD Mod Passion. Now I don't think it affects any yield or anything with this, it's just you can adjust the height. And then there's also an update for the Agrartechnik SVL18, and that's change log is changing the rear lighting system. No, game console version added. I think they're around the wrong way. And then we had an update for the truck pack, and it's add truck platforms, add front 3-point. I thought that got the 3-point added last time. Might have done. Anyway, small BGA, also an update, manure system support for PC, mod desk updated. And then the update for the case, which disappeared out of the Mod Hub the other day, and that's back in, and it's fixed grill, so that was the issue with it. And then we have placeable storage silo, and the update on that one added animation of switches with lights to raise and lower the discharge cover and to activate or deactivate the material discharge. Added compatibility, snow miles for season, the intensity of lights was increased a little more, discount updated to 47. That's by Shabba FS. And another update for the pallet with barrels. Now you can buy pallets of AdBlue drums for that machinery that we can. Added download animation. Now the pallets will disappear as the fence is emptied. And that was by Shabba FS. Then we have Seasoned Geo Devon by IRL Modding, and then we have the Seasoned Geo for Yorkshire by Z84. And that's your lot for FS19 new mods today. Right, so first FS19 mod of the day is the Massey Ferguson 5700S, which is a modded version. Now this is a nice bit of kit, I love it. Now this will cost you £94,000 to purchase and £4,794 on your initial leasing costs. It is minus 30 on the slot counts, so it is quite a few slots, but you can have quite a few different configurations. We will go into the shop and I'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's just jump inside. And we'll put the help window on, as we have got doors opening. So we have and that's not the door, that's the door. We have it on the left stick, front door, just like that one. And then on the right stick is the back there. Spin it round so we can see. Is the back window opens up as well, which is pretty nice, like that. So going inside, fire it up, and we've got the instrument cluster comes on, and then we've got the LCD screen and we've got a bit of movement on the pedals, which we all have movement on all these tractors, don't we? Not much on the brake there, but there's a little bit. So mirrors seem to be positioned okay. You can actually see what's going on with them, and then we've got this panoramic view, and you can also have the other one, which I'll show you in a minute. Nice looking mod. Nice to have a new tractor. Quite a few different colour options for it as well. So let's go to the shop. So there it is there, and it's a little bit more money than the standard one we got in the game at the moment, and they're the different rim colours you can have. And then main colours, we've got red, a matte red, and then a black, a matte black, same with a grey and a matte, and then the green, and then the orange as well. Then you can have the design colour, get back up there to the design colour, red, black, grey and green, and then the orange, which is just the vents basically for it. And then we got trail balls and Nokian tyres available. The trail balls have got extra options where we've got wides and twins on there as well. It's always cool, these little tractors, to have these big twins on. The thing is, it gives them a lot more, they can do a lot more horsepower. If they've got twin wheels, they don't need as much horsepower, plenty more grip. So then going down, and we can have the next edition tinted windows, or next edition, just like that. Then you have the GPS on the top there, or you can have the panoramic, which I showed you earlier. And then we've got engine setup. It starts off at 100 horsepower, and then you go up to 110 for 5 grand, 120, and then 130 for 15 grand. Front loader, extra 1500, as the same as all of them are 1500. A nice looking mod. Now I've had a little whiz round in this. We've got to go down to the bottom field because that's where I've got the other mod set up. So we will go and test that out after looking at the new Lizard low loader. Now this is quite a cheap one, where it's 15 grand to buy, £765 for your initial leasing costs, and minus 11 on the slot count. So it is quite a large trailer, where I used the Flegel one, the auto load, to load this one up, and that takes it down to that far. So you have got the extra set of bales on the back there. So you're going to get quite a lot on there. It'd be nice if there was some loader ramps, and then you could actually use that for other things as well. Which, well, you can get them on there, but it'd be nice if the ramp was with it. So we've got all the straps on here, but it has got issues. Now I'm not sure if it's just because it's got 3 on the top of there where it doesn't like it. Perhaps it only wants the 2 on the top of there, but when I drove in the first bend I came to, went around the bend, and it wasn't going very fast, it just toppled, which I was like, what the hell? So we always seem to have issues with baling trailers, where I think it's just getting the right weight. You can see we're doing like 20, 29, we start turning. Yeah, and just like that. Not good. So that does need a fix on it, as it is a little bit top heavy. Let me know how you get on in the comments with it. Let me know if you've had any issues, or because sometimes I think it's just it just happens to me. Certain things, it just happens to me. I'm just one of those people, just unlucky. Right, then we have a few more mods to show you. So let's get down to the bottom field, where we've got a new petrol station, or a fuel station, old fuel station, and then we have the Slurry Slitter, and we also have the John Deere 2680H, which is the high performance disc Harrow, or cultivator, whatever you want to call it. But I haven't had any issues with this little Massey. Turn it flat on the spot and no problems, sticks to the road like glue. just like that. Right, so first off, let's look at the Slurry Slitter. Now this is brand, you can have quite a few different brands on this depending on what you want to use it, and the branding does change on the back there. We've got the Homer one, and then I've got the Homer to hook it all up with. So this is 15 grand to buy, and it's £765 leasing costs minus 7 on the slot count. 12 meters wide, highly detailed bit of kit, and lovely movement on it as well. So let's bring it on, hook it up to the Homer. So this is just a slurry injector. I haven't used it or anything. There's a hose just attached on the back, and then folding function. Does the one side and then does the other side. We've got lighting and indicators on there, and it looks like brake lights and reverse lights. But pretty cool animation. All looks good, no issues with it. I haven't tried it out yet. I've got a load of slurry ready to go, so we should be able to just inject it straight into this field. And there we go, get the worker going. Yeah, and it has changed colour. You can see it's a little bit darker there. It's strange because sometimes you don't really... Oh, you can see it now. It is there. Job's a good one. We've got a little bit of dust coming off the back of it, but it's nice the way it all moves together, shuffles around like it would in real life, so it's not so static. Pretty cool. And it's always handy to put a bit of slurry in before you put some crops in. It saves you a lot of time. Well, you can just get the slurry in, and then you can seed and fertilise, and that's it. You just grow your crops and away you go. So fold this one back up. And just like that. So that is the Lizard Slurry Slitter. Now it is called something else in the game. Let me just drop this off here. The Holmgull Schwitzlergerat. Makes sense to somebody. Anyhow, moving on. Where is it? Over here. We have John Deere equipment. It's nice to see we're getting a bit more John Deere equipment, as we've got lots of tractors and pulling equipment, but not a lot to go on the back. So this is done by custom modding, and fantastic. It's a high performance disc, and it is the John Deere 2680H high performance disc, and fantastic job on this. It is 12.2 meters wide. It costs you £143,000, but do you care? Not really. You're going to buy it anyway, aren't you? £7,303 on your initial leasing cost. Now you do need a whopping 560 horsepower to run it, and it does say in the mod hub that if you're on hilly or steep terrain, you're probably going to want a lot more power, as it will start slowing down. Now it is rated for about 14 mile an hour. As it said in the mod, no, in the shop it was 12 mile an hour, I think it was, or 13. So let's see what it actually does. So that, let's fold it up. Just like that. And we do the unfold again. Now one of the things I did notice with this, when you're in that position there, be careful not to drop it off, because if you drop it off, you're not going to be able to pick it up again. Got to lower it first and then drop it off, and then it'll all be good. So let's put it into action, and that all looks lovely. How fast is it going to go? Let's get the worker on the case. 13. So it is 13 mile an hour, because that land is pretty flat, isn't it? but we can cope with that. 13 mile an hour, 12.2 meters wide. Be flying with it. Nice. Right, let's fire it back up the other way, and we'll slow it down a bit, and we'll have a look at an animation as we're going. Put it down to 8 mile an hour, and we should be able to cope with that. And it's throwing up the dirt. Nice dust cloud coming off it, and then we've got dirt on the wheels already. Does look really nice. Done a nice job with all these hoses as well. Nice bit of kit. Fantastic. You can't beat having a bit of kit what's going to save you time. So there it is. That is the John Deere 2680H high performance disc. Alright, let's jump out and leave him to it. Drop that off. Fold it away. Really good animation on it. We always get good animation, don't we? Awesome. Right, then we have the last mod of the day. Is the old fuel station pack. Now these are proper old school. We haven't seen pumps like this for quite a while. Now this is, we got this one here and that one there, and it looks like the difference. We got a different roof on them. They're 15 grand to buy, 12 grand sorry to buy, minus 11 on your slot count, and there is £40 maintenance a day for it. But it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's a bit different to all the other generic ones we've got, so adds a bit of old style to it. And here's the other one. We got a different roof on this one, but it works. I've got my road rage, which needs a bit of fuel, so you start filling. Diesel, we'll have some of that. £1. But yeah, not too bad. Is a little bit on the slots, I suppose, but it's weird how some things are quite a few, and then others you expect them to be nothing hardly, where you'd expect this to be a couple of slots, but it's not. Minus 11 on the slot count. Righto, well that's it for today's FS19 new mods for Farming Simulator 19. I hope you've enjoyed this first look FS19 mod review of these new mods which just come out in the Farming Simulator mod hub. And if you did, always appreciate if you smash that like button for me. And if you are new to the channel, where have you been? I've been here for a long time, done a lot of videos, there's a lot to catch up on. Go and have a look and let me know what you think, and if you like it, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.